It was back to the bunched racing for stage 11 of the 109th Giro d'Italia after Tuesday's Tuscan time trial. Big movers on that occasion from the time trial, by the way. Tymon Arensman with a brilliant ride in second, moving up 3 places on GC. Ben O'Connor, the Australian, also having really enjoyed a standout performance. But Afonso Eulalia, the Portuguese rider for Bahrain Victorious, still in the Maglia Rosa. Who would have thought that? And still leading the race. 27 seconds he has over Jonas Vingegaard as they started this stage 11. We are halfway through this year's 109th Giro d'Italia as well. And this is another one of those back-ended stages with 3 really tough climbs, then a Red Bull kilometre climb just before the finish. And always, on a day like this, halfway through the Giro, the battle to get into that breakaway was a big one too. And talking of big ones, it was a big group that was forming out front. Initially a group of 15 riders, including some pairings in there as well, teams choosing to put 2 riders out there. By the way, the first rider of the attack today was the winner of that time trial, Pippo Ganna. Davide Ballerini crashing whilst in pursuit of the breakaway as well, and sadly later on we would find he would be out of the race too. We wish him well. Nico Denz had paired up with Alexander Vlasov in the breakaway, and once again we had a very strong looking Norwegian champion in there too, in the shape of Andreas Leknesund too. It was a glorious day on the Giro today as we rode from Toscana into Liguria, making our way back along the coastline as well. Leknesund was looking very good in the big group. It was up to about 15 riders at this time. Some regulars in there too, in Mattia Bais. We were starting to lose riders though from that break too. The pairings were proving useful. 2 Polti Visit Malta riders, Ludovicio Crescioli looking really good. There was the notification of Davide Ballerini's withdrawal, the stage winner of course from earlier in the race. At the front of the race, the gap was going out as well to the Maglia Rosa group. Enric Mas made it across to the front of the race. And then came this man, Danger Man, of course. Jonathan Narvaez, the Ecuadorian road race champion, already with 2 stage wins to his name in this race. And it almost stirred things up as well as others saw him coming too. This was the passage of the Passo de Termine with Mattia Bais, getting some King of the Mountains points for the Maglia Azzurra. And Chris Harper, the Australian, for Pinarello Q36.5, was looking better and better up front as well. The man who of course won that incredible stage to Sestriere last year, on the day that Simon Yates took back the Maglia Rosa. So often overlooked that stage because of what happened, and this was his big day today for the Australian, looking very good. Out of the general classification threat. There was a crash as well in amongst the chase group, then Van Aert finding himself on the deck too. Filippo Zanna involved in that one as well. They would chase to get back in and get back in touch with this lot too. Alexander Vlasov was looking good, following the experienced Astana man. Chris Harper made his way to the top and over the top of the Colla dei Scioli. Final categorised climb of the day, that 3rd category climb, along with Jonathan Narvaez and Alexander Vlasov too. And then formed this leading group. Enric Mas, Chris Harper, Vlasov, Crescioli looking so good, Narvaez just getting himself ready. Everyone in that group would have known that Jonathan Narvaez was a danger man in this kind of terrain. These jagged stages, so good for the Ecuadorian road race champion. He was, by this stage now, just out front with Enric Mas. They made their way through the Red Bull kilometre. Enric Mas took the 6 seconds. Both of them are a fair way out of it on general classification too, so no great problems. For the GC, this was all about the stage. Diego Ulisi himself, with 8 stage wins in the Giro d'Italia already. He was trying to get back in contact with these 2 out front. Chris Harper also not giving up, but Ulissi sitting at the back of that group. The run-in to the finish in Chiavari was twisty and windy. We could see the chasing three closing in on these two because Naves was playing a game, as was Enric Mas, who waited. Mas started his sprint as they came to the finish in Chiavari, got up alongside Jonathan Narvaez, but when he opened up the afterburners, there was only one winner, and he's a winner who's had 3 stage wins now in this race. He's won a quarter of the stages so far, quite remarkably. Diego Ulissi cleaning up the sprint for third, just a handful of seconds behind. Jonathan Narvaez, you can't help but think that he's the modern iteration of the Diego Ulissi. It won't be too long before he's catching him up for stage wins too. The Ecuadorian road race champion taking the win. Afonso Eulalio having a hard day out, but still holding on to those 27 seconds over Jonas Vingegaard and in the Maglia Rosa. The Maglia Ciclamino still very safe on the shoulders of Frenchman Paul Magnier. He'll hope to sprint tomorrow if he can. Jonas Vingegaard still hangs on, of course, to the Maglia Azzurra, the climber's jersey. And Afonso Eulalio with a very good lead in the white jersey competition, the Maglia Bianca for the best young rider. Join us tomorrow for a potential sprint finish.